Hello, Emmanuel Church. Because we believe that God is all wise and all powerful, we believe that every problem is an opportunity. And so as this current health crisis has unfolded over the last many months, we've seen it as an opportunity to equip our families to embrace that the home is the primary place of discipleship, and that we as parents are the first and most important people in our children growing to love Jesus Christ with all of their heart and to follow him with all their strength. And so here at Emmanuel Church, we believe that it's our first task to support parents in this most important job that they have. And to that end, our Emmanuel Kids team has for the last 5 months been sending home discipleship lessons for you to use with your children there at home. And while none of that changes, we also believe that this hallway has been quiet for far too long. And we're excited to let you know that Emmanuel Kids is coming back. Beginning August 30th, we're going to have a children's program for kids from being potty trained through grade 5. During our outdoor worship service, that's going to be during the 10 a.m. time. Once we transition to indoor worship service, that is going to be at some of the anticipated times that we have every single week that we gather. While we're seeking to follow wise guidelines, we know that some of these plans will need to be adjusted so that we can disciple your children both safely and responsibly. We also know that some of our families have children that have not been potty trained yet. And so we're going to have a cry room that's set aside beginning August 30th, where you can bring your younger children that aren't yet potty trained, watch the live stream of the worship service, and allow your older children to participate in the Emmanuel Kids program. So while some of the details may change as guidelines are updated and we adapt to this new opportunity, there are 5 things that I can tell you for certain. Number 1, because of limited space and distancing requirements, and so that no one would need to be turned away when they arrive at church on Sunday morning, we're going to be asking that you would reserve your spot online by Saturday at 3 p.m. for the service time that you plan to attend. We will also need you to answer a couple of questions regarding your child's health each week. I'm going to be sending out a link with instructions on how to do that during the week next week. Number 2, children are going to be checked in the main lobby where you would normally enter, and they're going to be returned to you at the end of the service. In order to prevent the spread of illness, we're going to have to limit the access to the Emmanuel Kids hallway to children, those volunteering that week, and necessary staff. Number 3, all children will be required to wear face coverings when distancing is not possible. We're going to try to limit that as much as possible, especially for our younger children, but every child needs to be prepared to wear a face mask if needed at certain times during the Emmanuel Kids program. Number 4, pre-K through grade 2 will be meeting right here in the Emmanuel Kids hallway. Grades 3 through 5 will be meeting in the south building. This will permit us to be able to do the social distancing that we need to in order to run our program safely. Number 5, while we have a dedicated group of volunteers who will not only be teaching engaging Bible lessons, leading them in songs, and doing crafts with our students, we will also be cleaning the rooms and rotating out any toys between every service. As always, we're going to be following our normal safety guidelines where no child is ever in a room with just one adult, where every volunteer has gone through background checks. So none of that will change. But I also want to say that there will be a need for many volunteers. So if you are interested in helping in this important, vital ministry to the life of Emmanuel Church, I hope you'll send an email to the address at the bottom of the screen to let us know that you're willing to help if needed. We are so excited for the opportunity to be able to serve both our families and our Lord as our Emmanuel Kids program resumes. We hope to see your child's smiling face soon. Let God's name be lifted high in your child's heart.